Om Shanti. Greetings of the day of the Satguru. Today we were offering bhog for Baba, but also Jagdish Bhai. And by chance today, Thursday, is the actual date of his anniversary. And so Jagdish Bhai was very present in my thoughts while offering. And that soul has played an incredible role in the yajna. Baba would say he was his heir because one of the first Brahmins to come to Baba in the early 50s, and then throughout the whole period, just a huge amount of contribution, whether in terms of supporting Baba. I heard many stories of the early days when there was a lot of challenges facing the yajna, and Baba would send Jagdish Bhai here and there to make sure that things would become calm. And then he was the one who was writing all the books. He was the one who came in the delegation abroad. And it was firstly, others might have thought it, but it was actually Jagdish Bhai who said, why don't you write to Madhuban and see if you can have a centre abroad? And this is while they were staying at Rajni Ben's home. And I didn't know that there could be centres abroad. And his stimulus was such that we wrote to Madhuban, and Madhuban said yes, and the rest is history. But also Jagdish Bhai stayed here in Lotus House for many months at one point for health reasons, but he would conduct class every morning. Every morning after Murli, the classes would get together just like we used to with Dadi, and he would share his reflections on the Murli and insights. And so we've had a huge amount of sustenance from Jagdish Bhai here personally. So just seeing that whatever souls do in their lifetime, the memorial they leave behind is an amazing inspiration for everyone else who follows. Sakar, Baba, Mama, of course, but also all the original jewels. And so, feeling a lot of love for the whole yajna and how Drama, Baba together have created an amazing yajna that continues to support everyone after 80 plus years. And also, remembering Pushpa Ben, 2 years ago she flew away suddenly, and so today is her anniversary. And yesterday we heard last night that Sigran's brother-in-law, and they were very close, so her brother-in-law flew away, and for sure, very lovely soul, so definitely experiencing Baba's light and love. So many reasons to offer bhog on Thursday, and for each one of us, of course, giving thanks from our hearts to Baba for creating such an amazing family. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. As Jayanti Ben mentioned about Jagdish Bhai's presence and his amazing performance in Baba's yajna when he was in London, he actually showered us all with so many jewels and his insightful, experiential wisdom. I remember once when myself and Sarah, we went to Shaktinagar many, many years ago. We really wanted to see what Shaktinagar is like because we'd heard a lot about Jagdish Bhai, and we've met Jagdish Bhai many times in Madhuban face to face. And so we wanted to see the center where he was. And when we arrived there, the first impression is the last impression. Jagdish Bhai came down, met us both, took us upstairs in the dining room, sat with us at the head chair, and he sat there, and myself and Sarah was side by side. He shared so many secrets about the yajna, and one of the things that really stood out, and he said to us that how the yajna abroad began. So he said that Bharat has given 3 jewels to the West, Dadi Janki, Sister Sudesh and Sister Jayanti. So 3 jewels have been given from Bharat to abroad, to the West. So now it's a time for foreign lands to return those jewels to Bharat. So his words echoes in my ears, and after some years, of course, Dadi returned and all this. So really his sharing is so insightful, and he would look at everything in 3 aspects of time. And he himself fed us, and we have very good memories. Sarah just walked in. I don't know, Sarah, if you remember the days when we spent the time with Jagdish Bhai. Is very loving. He's very hardcore from outside. Inside is very soft, very loving. And we saw that here when he was taking leave from all of us. He sat here on the chair, each one of us meeting him, shaking, hands with him, and he was crying. He was non-stop tears flowing through his ears and through his eyes, and he was really, really so tearful. And what touched him is that Dadi sustained all of us, and how strong, how powerful we are. I asked him, what was these tears? He said, love. Dadi served all of you, sustained all of you, and all of you are so powerful, so strong, and my tears are coming out of my eyes, really remembering how Baba is looking after all of you. So these were the reason for his tears. So a very emotional person as well as hardcore and powerful soul. Good balance. Entertainer and very, very serious. Om Shanti.